Hey guys, it's Stephanie with Simarchy, and welcome to a speed build of a small angled modern home in The Sims 4. Now, this house is obviously modern and it is angled at the front, which, first of all, I saw a picture of a house that inspired this, and it was quite a challenge because I don't know if Sims houses can actually do walls like the ones in real homes. I mean, there's a lot of angles going on here and some of it just didn't work and I had to redo it, and there's like super sharp edges, which I don't know if would actually occur like that in a real house. And so I had a lot of fun just trying to make it work. It was kind of like a puzzle and it was really cool. It was really fun to do. I've definitely done like parts of homes at angles before, but nothing this small and this like quite odd. But I showed the thumbnail that you saw at the beginning, obviously in the thumbnail that you used to click on the video. I showed that to my chat on stream over on Twitch, and they thought it looked pretty dang cool. So I hope you guys enjoy it as well, and you can see like the entire process of me trying to figure out how to do it and using half walls and stuff to make it work. And yeah, so, oh, by the way, if you guys are new here, I'm going to make sure to introduce myself at the beginning of the video because I always mess up and do it at the end. My name is Stephanie, also known as Simarchy, and I am a self-proclaimed mermaid. I love The Sims so much. I also love seahorses, unicorns, rainbows, kittens, and the color pink. And my channel is really all about just building and having fun. I also have a ton of build tutorials if you're trying to learn how to build or just trying to learn how to do cool stuff and tips and tricks and I don't know, how to use everything pretty much in build mode. And oh my gosh, I'm super excited because I'm pretty sure the day that this video comes out is the day that we get our update with the new platforms, which I'm so excited to play with. I actually had early alpha access to the Sims 4 Snowy Escape, so I had the opportunity to play with them, but I was so busy doing my build buy overview, checking out the new items, making some builds, doing a world overview, which are all currently up on my channel if you want to go check those out right now. And I didn't get a chance to really play with the platforms like I wanted. So if you guys want, depending on when you're watching this, if it is that Tuesday, November 10th, I believe, and if we do get the update today, you should hop on over on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Simarchy is where I stream daily, Monday through Friday. And we pretty much are playing The Sims solely nowadays. I'm doing a Let's Play, which has been pretty fun. And it's a very interactive one where we are creating a story of a family, a generations or legacy, whatever you want to call it, Let's Play, where we have our heir, well, not our heir, we started off obviously with the matriarch and got her married, and their heir, their child, one of their children is going to be the ones who we continue the story with and just keep playing it through the generations and then play on their kids' lives and so on and so forth, keep going. I always admire people that have legacies and generations of families, and I never have gotten past the first. So I will have a lot of fun hopefully doing that, but it's an interactive series, so we'll also be building as well. So if you're into gameplay and building, or both, or either, or neither, or I don't know, if you like The Sims is my point, come hang out with us on Twitch as well. The link is in the description. And yeah, we have a lot of fun over there. So with that series, we're going to be doing lots of builds. We already kind of did a couple apartment renos, and then we built the wedding venue for Jade and Zach. If you were there, if you were at the wedding, let me know in the comments if you're following along with that Let's Play. And we will be building their homes and doing renovations every time new kids are born, etc., etc. I just love building, so I'm trying to make it as fun and interactive as possible with you guys coming up with the storylines as well. And here on this build, okay, so I said I was looking at a picture and it was basically impossible to do the stuff that was shown in it, so I decided to just try to make my own little red trim. And I originally planned, these are cutting boards by the way from Cool Kitchen Stuff. I originally planned to overlap them so they were like lines without the little gaps in between, but then I kind of like the way it looked. I don't know, it's just a weird little unique trim, and I'm trying to experiment with the types of houses that I do, because if you've been here before, I primarily do family homes, and I have taken a break from The Sims for a bit to play Animal Crossing since March, but I'm back now. And before that, all I built was traditional family homes. It got to the point where pretty much every house started to look exactly like the house before it. So I'm really pulling myself out of the box here, trying to do some more, I don't know, I wouldn't call them boxy builds because they're not like complete boxes, but I feel like a lot of modern homes definitely have more, I don't know, squares and rectangles. And when I do the traditional homes, I definitely have more pop-outs and bay windows and turrets and things like that. Turrets, I don't know how to say that word, turrets. those like little tower thingies. So this has definitely been different, but it helps me literally think outside the box and just kind of come up with new and creative ways to use half walls, which, by the way, with the new update, we are also getting a brand new half wall heights, which I'm extremely excited about. I love using half walls. In fact, I have a bunch of tips and tricks on how to make cool stuff with them. You should check out my tutorial on custom bathrooms if you want to see just exactly what you can do with half walls. It's pretty crazy, and I'm sure there's even more things that I haven't even seen yet and more that we'll come up with. So definitely, if you love experimenting with your builds, definitely hang out and check out those tutorials. Hopefully you'll find some stuff in there that you had no idea about. And oh my gosh, I kind of had planned on making these sharp things like closed off on the inside, but I just kind of went with it. I don't know. Hopefully your sim doesn't run into that sharp wall, but I kind of decided to just leave it and not like close it off and try to hide them. And now we're working on the kitchen, and since we had like those pops of red on the outside, I really went with it. I really went with a color scheme in this house. Everything is red, white, black, and gray. I know sometimes that can get boring, but also sometimes it just looks super cool, and especially in a small house like this where everything's really compact and everything's pretty open floor plan, I thought it was fine to just have a pretty strict color palette. And that's usually what I tend to do when I do more modern or contemporary builds, is kind of pick a couple colors and stick to them. I'm trying to break out of that personal habit, but sometimes it just works. I felt like with this house it just worked. And I did work a little bit on the backyard in a bit, but my main focus was, obviously after doing that really cool angled feature out there, it was to just make it, I don't know, just to make the inside look really nice, almost picturesque, like where every single shot looked like it would be something that you would frame and hang on your wall. That's kind of how I feel modern builds are. I feel they're very, I don't know, just very beautiful, very clean, very sleek, very minimalistic. And I did still put a few decor here and there. Obviously, I'm not going to have a completely empty home. I love my decor. I love my clutter. So we just got a tiny little bits of pops of plants and the books and the cookies that I love putting on top of the fridge. Putting those two things on top of the fridge has always been my go-to fridge clutter. Sometimes I also put pots and pans or like the little tea set thing, like I don't know what it's called, like the little teapot. And yeah, I'm just trying to use some stuff that I don't normally use. I don't think I use those couches very often. And I love, oh my gosh, I love the shower that came from Parenthood, but I almost never use it in that red swatch because honestly, red's not even my favorite color. Red's one of my least, or at least it was one of my least favorite colors. Starting to grow on me a bit, but not something I would normally gravitate towards. So I was very excited to use that shower. And in the bedroom here, we're going a bit vintage glamour, glamming it up a bit. There's a tiny bit of red in here, but I didn't want to super overpower everything, so we added a little bit of gold in here and a bit of more traditional rug, but I thought it just worked. It's definitely more traditional than modern in the bedroom. And then I didn't really go crazy with the backyard either. I wasn't really inspired to do the backyard, so I just threw a couple of lounge chairs, didn't forget my outdoor bin, and a picnic area. I thought that would be sufficient. It's a pretty small home. I imagine just a single sim lives here, so they don't need anything crazy. You could always add a little pool back there if you want, and of course you could download all of my builds on the gallery by searching hashtag Simarchy or by looking for user ID Simarchy123. So here we are into the screenshots. I love the inside. I don't know, that red and gray just pop, and I found the perfect tile that had red in it but wasn't too overpowering, and I'm really excited with how it came out. So I hope you guys like it. I hope you download your Sims and put them in here and make it look super cute by adding your own personal touches and I don't know, just creating a family and a storyline. The only thing that sucks is I couldn't get a side table for that bed, and in retrospect, well, I did think about it, but I ended up not doing it. I thought about putting like a little just wall shelf just so that they have something by the bedside, and I also probably could have put a piece of art behind the bed. So looking back on it, always in the screenshots you look back and see a couple things you missed. I'm sure I'm not the only one who does that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Again, don't forget to check out those tutorials linked in the description. Come hang out on Twitch, linked in the description, and please don't forget to subscribe and comment. It helps out my channel so much while we're trying to rebuild things, and I will have a bunch of snowy escape videos coming for you very soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.